Live. Harley,
Woo!
we're back.
Ooh, I got dressed today.
I know. Wow, I noticed. Yeah. So, what was the occasion?
So there's 2 occasions going on today. So
I'm
exciting, right?
nervous.
I
Yeah.
never really have anything going on.
Okay.
So today, Vinny from Jersey Shore is going to be at Barnes & Noble's. And I got permission to miss a sorority event to go meet him.
Did you tell them it was a Vinny
Yes, I did.
event? Okay. Cool.
Yes.
And so, um, so you got dressed up for this. What time is this? Where is it at?
So I'm not going to tell you where it is because then the line will be super long and I
You're right.
won't be back in time for Coffee House, which is also why I had to dress up.
Oh, and what time is Coffee House, Carly?
Coffee House, I can tell you, is at 9 o'clock in Spelman.
Okay, perfect. And what can we expect to see at Coffee House?
So, fun fact, I was on emails for Coffee House, so I know everything that's going to happen.
Which is
Lots and lots of singing. We have singing with a music track. We have singing with 1 or 2 guitars.
without a music track?
No, there's no acapella, unfortunately.
I wish.
We got pipes. We live for the pipes.
Okay.
We got a dancer
Oh,
and some spoken word.
who's dancing?
Matt,
Oh,
George.
Matt, if you're listening to this, congrats.
a
You are
classic.
dancing. Well, why don't we explain what Coffee House is? So Coffee House is like a fun little talent show thing
Yes.
that us as campus ministers run here at Iona. And Coffee House is really cool because you get to see students who like you pass by every day like perform.
Mhm.
I really enjoy seeing the one freshman guy stand up and say he's going to sing for the first time in front of a crowd. And out comes his ukulele and he starts singing "I'm Yours."
We
by
love
Jason
the uke.
Mraz. Yep, just starts going, "Oh well, you done," and everyone's like, "Oh, perfect. Let me snap along to this."
We do have "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz being performed. Not sure if it's a freshman though.
Oh, I think I figured out who it is. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure he's a transfer, which is cool. Just as much a freshman.
It's like kind of like a
Just as
freshman.
much new. Just
It's a
as much new
freshman
to
with
this campus.
flavor.
So I'm very, very excited to see what goes on tonight at Coffee House.
Yes.
I also feel like I'm coming under the weather. I feel like my voice sounds a little different.
I also am under the weather.
This is the worst.
Coffee House always happens on the most stressful day of my life. So.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess that's one thing. Being campus ministers and living in the same house and working together all the time.
Mhm.
When one of us gets sick, we
all get sick. For Jesus.
We all get sick.
It's because we're all drinking from the same chalice at Mass.
I really. Well, yeah. Well,
Not gonna lie, I sipped the chalice last week and I was feeling it.
yeah. That's a whole nother subject.
Next segment.
But like, I just feel it started with someone and someone else got it and someone else got it. And it's just like continuously everyone just like flummy waking up and it's just going downhill.
That's exactly how I'm feeling. The shower this morning was interesting.
Ugh.
Yeah, TMI.
I've been trying to take my emergency.
Yes,
past
when
few
you gave me the
days.
emergency, it helped me. I had a
I
good
think it
2-day
has helped.
streak.
I feel like I'm kind of weakening up, but I think the emergency
Yes.
really helped my
Yes.
immune system.
I also like the medicine balls from Starbucks. Those are really good if you're like stuffy or like your throat's sore.
Sophomore year, my drink from Starbucks used to be an iced medicine ball.
I thought about
which-
doing that. Do you think I'd get judged?
No, because I used to do it, but also like it's not really a thing. Some people know how to do it, some people don't. Shout out to people in Starbucks listening to right now. Please don't get it. Don't make their lives horrible.
Sad.
Sure, it's a long
I
line.
wanted it.
But I'm not too sure if it's not like actually available, but because it's kind of difficult because it's steamed lemonade.
Yeah, so then
So why ice it right after,
Yeah.
But it would end up tasting like a minty lemonade after, like really minty.
Honestly,
lemonade.
good. That's fancy with the mint leaves. Like
With some honey.
you get
in it.
those at restaurants.
It was
Those
really
are fancy.
good. Yeah, it was really good. On the other note, though, yeah, I think we've all been coming down with something. I don't know what it is.
Yep.
It kind of makes me nervous. It's kind of like when you first go back to school. Well,
Mm.
that's exactly what it is. We all first get back to
That's
school.
actually what we're experiencing.
And you get sick right away because this is your first time interacting with people in this close of a proximity.
Yes. Especially living in Montgomery House. I swear I was sick for the whole duration of my stay.
Why don't we talk about living in Montgomery House? What was your experience
Oh.
like? And how did you enjoy it? Not enjoy it? What are
Okay.
pros and cons?
I will not bash Montgomery House on air. Take me out to coffee, we'll talk. But I personally didn't enjoy it, unfortunately.
It wasn't your prime.
It was not my prime. I
Okay.
rode the struggle bus to and
Okay.
from Monty every day.
Right.
My thing was
It's crazy because there's no bus. You have to walk.
yeah,
all
that's
the way
one
to
thing.
Monty.
Okay. So one thing is you are as far away from campus as humanly possible. Like people think Rice is kind of far. Monty might be further.
I think it's the same.
Okay.
I'd say it's the same distance.
It's the
I'd
same.
argue.
At least people know what Rice is.
That's true. Rice is labeled like and known around
Yeah.
campus as Rice.
Monty is labeled. No
But-
one knows where it is.
yeah.
So that was kind of crappy because, all my friends are living in the courtyard together. I was a sophomore, so it's like the
Mhm.
first year that you like really pick your friends to live with.
Right.
And they were all living together, and I was literally on the other side of campus in a house that no one wanted to visit me in. And then I'm trying to think what else. The house is like a little bit older, which like isn't like a bad thing, but wasn't my thing.
So
I guess
yeah,
you could
some
say.
history of the house that I found out last week before.
Yeah, it's a
is that-
cool story, right?
Yeah, it used to be a dentist office.
Yes.
So the room I sleep in now, it wasn't a bedroom. It was definitely the receptionist
waiting room,
office.
yeah.
The waiting room. Where you come in, check in, sign your name out.
Yep.
Sign your name in, I mean. And then the other room next to me, Chaz's room, shout out to CM Chaz, was the operating room,
Yeah.
which blows my mind. I guess not operating. It's not performing surgery, but well,
Sometimes.
to some extent, yeah.
For those of you who like haven't been in Monty, the way that Martin and Chaz's rooms are set up is Martin has his own front door. So that explains why it was like the reception room. And then you go into Martin's room, and then you go through another door, and it's Chaz's room. And then you go through another door, and Chaz's room is connected to the house off the kitchen.
Yeah, off the dining room.
Yes.
Which is, so the house is massive, first of all.
It is. It's a very big and like,
it's a
in its prime, a nice house.
beautiful house in its
$800,000 on Zillow.
And I think it's a little bit more. Because I think
Really?
with renovations to be done
Yes.
and actual living space on the top. So, okay.
It could get up there.
It could be $1 million. I like to call it $1 million house. Because
Low-key, yeah.
There's no way that house in my area would easily be $1 million.
It's huge.
Yeah,
it really is a huge house.
It's a 4-floor house. Basement, first, like ground floor.
Yeah.
Second floor, and the third floor. So 4 floors technically.
Yeah.
Basement's not finished, but it's huge.
Mhm.
And the first floor has family room, living room, dining room, big rooms. I'm not talking
they're
like
very
small,
big. Yeah.
And kitchen and like 2 half baths, but 1 half bath with a sink and toilet. The
I
other half
think
bath with a.
That could be one
sink
big
and shower.
bathroom if like we didn't live there.
I think it's the dentist office thing because it's like
that's it. Yeah.
why would you want your patients going to
In
a
a
bathroom to
shower.
shower?
Yeah.
So I
Wait,
think
that's
that was
so
an
weird.
issue.
What if you were in the waiting room at the dentist office and you had to go to the bathroom? Then you have to walk through like the operating
that's what
room
I'm wondering that.
and then go into someone's kitchen to use the bathroom.
That's what I don't know. I was thinking about that. I'm not too sure.
That's very interesting.
But then upstairs is another. Oh, there's a whole apartment in the house.
Yes.
That's a whole nother thing.
Interesting.
So that's a whole nother 2-3 rooms.
I wonder if that's something that like we created when we moved in.
There's no way because
Really?
that looks old. Like even the stove in there is old.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've seen the
The
stove
whole
in that
house
apartment.
is old.
No, but the stove in the apartment has
Okay.
been there since it's been like that's an old school like.
Maybe it has to do like how New Rochelle has that rule where like you can't have like more than like so many people who aren't related living together unless they have separate dining rooms.
Maybe it could
Not
have
dining
been,
rooms, like
like a
kitchens.
two-family home, but then that usually means that there's another door for the.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know.
Monty is a mystery.
But so then there's another like 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms up there with
Yes.
2 bathrooms on the second floor.
Yes.
And then on the third floor is a whole nother set of like 4 rooms, huge. Like
They're
one
nice
room's
rooms.
huge, the other room's fairly big, like easily a double, triple if you're trying to stretch
Yeah.
it.
A really nice bathroom.
And a
It's, like,
very nice
pretty
bathroom.
big.
Yeah, the shower like is
It's brand new.
like pretty white, like pristine.
Yep.
So I don't really know who's the last person to shower there, but it does have a water, hot water. Not too sure, but water is available in that shower.
If you're listening and you were the last person to shower on the top floor of Monty, we want to hear from you.
Yeah,
Call in.
Also, like there's a bar of soap in it, so I'm like,
You left your soap.
yeah, who's using this recently? I'm not too sure at all. But I don't know. It's like so that's Montgomery House. It's a very interesting place to live.
Hopefully this makes you want to come visit and like see what's up.
We've updated some stuff since last year. So
Yes,
last
fresh
year,
paint.
Yep. Carly, would you like to talk about the updates that you were upset with that didn't happen your year
So,
that happened now?
I just want to say I'm very loud and opinionated. And
It's the Boston.
yes, living in Monty, I made my opinion, thoughts, feelings very well known.
As you should.
Yes, I live there, you know?
Yeah.
If you get to put in a work order, I should be able to put in a work order. So I come back after a long year. I'm all excited because I'm in the dorms this year. I finally escaped Monty. We have our little training in there. I walk in, all new renovations. Are you kidding me? They got new pots and pans. May I add, I bought my own pots and pans last year so I could cook. They painted the walls. Like literally, A fresh coat of paint. That's such an easy fix. You couldn't have done that.
Well, okay, they paint the walls every year, but for some reason
They just
last
did it
year,
when I lived
they
there.
didn't want.
They
They
just-
didn't. They decided not to paint the
No.
walls.
Not only did they repaint the walls as like they usually do, but they got rid of some of the really gross like pastel like
Okay, that was.
colors.
I'll take credit for that one because I was like, dude, just paint it white. Like
Literally,
just
just
paint
white.
it white.
Keep it simple.
There's no need to because okay, the living room would be painted green and the dining room would be painted pink or other way around.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest.
They were like
color-
weird pastels.
It was just weird. So like,
Yes.
just paint the room white. Call it a day.
Yes.
No one else is gonna care. White's cheaper anyway. You're helping out the budget.
Exactly.
So
They got a ping pong / pool table for the library, which is
They
now
did.
referred to as the rec room.
I need a better name for it.
Yeah, I still call it the library.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, just like the absurd amounts of unnecessary clutter that like really just didn't need to be there.
Gone.
Gone. They have actual pictures of us in there, which I know that sounds so ridiculous and self-centered that I'm like, oh, they didn't have any pictures of me. But let me just say, when you are living in a huge house for like the first time with a bunch of people that honestly didn't really know at
Yeah.
first, and there's a bunch of pictures of alumni that graduated like 20 so years ago, it feels like you're
creepy.
living in someone else's house.
Yeah. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah. So now that there's a picture of like our team in there, like I hang out in Monty more. Like I do come visit.
I feel like we should get composites.
Yes. Always.
Hang them up on the wall.
Yes. OMM.
Because I feel like, yeah, like when it comes to pictures, a whole bunch of like frat houses, sorority houses, not on this campus, like other campuses, big schools.
Yes.
Yeah, their composites hung up from like year by year, like all the time.
Yeah, that would be a cool
so
little
if we
wall.
had like
Yeah.
little headshot like portraits hung up,
Yes.
that'd be kind of nice, framed and
I'm
everything.
for it.
I'm all for it.
Put it in our budget.
On that note, that cuts it for the explanation of Montgomery House and how mysterious and how fun it can be, and that Carly's opinion changing about it. We'll be right back. As soon as I find a song. Carly, come on, stall a little bit.
So, Martin's picking music.
Yep, I am.
What are we feeling?
I am feeling a little bit of Josh Groban today.
Oh, ooh. See, when Closer came up, I really thought we were playing Neo. Big Neo girl.
I'm gonna hit play on some Josh Groban and see you guys back soon.